Mm-hmm.
We have, I believe, Gio right now sitting in first place with 10 wins. And you got me and Kenny with 9. And Thaden with 9 as well. So as of right now, I don't know what'll happen tonight, but as of right now, after tonight's games, Gio will be the first one coming on the air for this week to do his picks for this week. Because every week we're going to bring the winner on who got the most points that week to come on the air and make your picks during the season with us.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so we're doing that. So it looks like it's Gio right now who's winning, that rat bastard.
Didn't he won last year?
Huh?
Didn't Gio won last year, or was
Yeah.
it Evo?
No, I think it was Evo. I think it was Gio that won last year.
Oh, well, he's back where he left off.
Yeah, I think it was Gio that ended up winning last
Yeah.
year. And don't forget, you got 2 games on tonight. You got the Philadelphia-Washington game, which is going on right now. Philly's up 10-7. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter still. And then after this game tonight at 10:20 on the East Coast, 7:20 on the West Coast, Houston, Texans. I almost said the Houston Rockets. The Houston Texans. And then I almost said the Houston Astros. The Houston Texans are coming to San Diego to play the Chargers. And the Chargers need to win. Just because Kansas City won and Denver won, Chargers need to win and stay pace. They can't afford not to.
I got no faith in the Chargers whatsoever, which is why I'm picking the Texans to win that game.
You picked the Texans to win that game?
Yeah, I'm picking the Texans.
Well, that's cool because that'll give me a win up on you. Excellent day.
You keep trusting on Phillip Rivers, and he's gonna let you down.
He's gonna let me down. I know he's letting me. Hey, listen, I'm trusting Eli Manning. He let me down last night, didn't he?
Well, that's your favorite team. As far as people in general, Phillip Rivers, he's just not what people say he is. He's not elite. And Matt Sharp, and good luck trying to deal with J.J. Watt. That dude's going to be a headache.
Gio, you in the house? Yeah, he is. Gio, who'd you pick last night for the? Who'd you pick for the Houston Charger game? He's in the chat room right now.
Oh, and the other games, Cardinals and the Rams. Rams beat the Cardinals. That was a bit of a closer.
Yeah, and I wasn't even thinking about that. I took the Cards in that game, and that pissed me off. I got 9 points, though. How many games are there this week? 16? 16 games, so I got more than half. Somebody got 14 games right. Holy cannoli. Good thing he's not playing in our league.
The Seahawks, in a low-scoring game, they beat the Panthers.
That's
on
pretty
the road.
Wild, huh? I got that one. I got that game right too, though. I'm glad I did because who's going to pick Carolina?
Seattle.
Whoever's going to pick Carolina is nuts.
I mean, this is a good defense that Seattle has, and Cam Newton had his lowest overall game as far as yards in his career, 123 yards. He did get a touchdown with Steve Smith, but I mean, kudos to Seattle. It's going to lead to a very interesting Sunday night. Kaepernick versus Wilson.
Yeah, I know. Hey, Gio, who'd you pick for this game now? Philadelphia or Washington? He picked Houston in tonight's second game.
Okay.
So that'll give me another point. That's 10, so I'll be tied with him for the week. Washington is giving this game up. They just got a safety.
Oh, that's going to be a safety right there, I believe, for
Philadelphia.
That will put them up.
Washington's playing like the Giants did at the beginning of the game. That's a joke right there. What happened?
In all fairness, RG3, he didn't get any preseason reps, so he's just getting a bit rusty right now.
Safety.
And of course.
Okay, so he picked the Redskins.
I picked the Eagles to win this game.
He picked the Eagles tonight. He picked the Redskins, and I don't remember who I picked. I think I picked Philadelphia, if I remember correctly.
And the last game to get
Yes,
into
I
from
did. I picked
yesterday,
Philadelphia.
the last game to get into is of course the return of one Sean Payton as the Saints defeat the Falcons.
Okay, that's
It
another
was
game.
a
That's another game I had to change because I had Atlanta winning that game, and then I said, nah, first game back, no, I'm going over to New Orleans, and I picked New Orleans to win that game.
all that talk about the Falcons and their new pieces, things like that. And I do want to point out, I did mention this on my Facebook status before I went to bed yesterday. The guy who had the interception on the last throw from Ryan, his name's Kenny. I just want to point that out.
Just want to
Uh,
point that out. Is his last
23
name?
to 17.
Does his last name begin with a C?
Nah, his first name is Kenny. As a matter of fact, the Saints have two players named Kenny. One on offense and one on defense.
So you're covered, right, Kenny?
I mean, I'm good.
You're good, man. You're all good in the hood.
All good. I mean, look, the Falcons, they're gonna be in the hunt for that division. I understand people want to handpick them. Just don't count the Saints out, especially after yesterday. And Bob Wine, the defensive coordinator, if he can improve that defense, more power to him. But as long as Drew Brees and the offense do their part, put a lot of points on the board, the Saints are gonna do just fine. And they got Tampa Bay next week.
Yeah,
so
right. Speaking of next week, I'm already looking at week 2. Week 2's picks already. New England's playing the Jets. Atlanta's playing St. Louis. Carolina's playing at Buffalo. Chicago's hosting Minnesota. Green Bay's hosting Washington. Indy's hosting Miami. Kansas City's hosting the Cowboys. Philly's hosting San Diego. Baltimore's hosting Cleveland. Houston's hosting Tennessee. Arizona's hosting Detroit. Tampa Bay's hosting New Orleans. Oakland's hosting Jacksonville. The Giants are hosting Denver. Seattle's hosting San Francisco. And Cincinnati's hosting Pittsburgh for the Monday night game. A lot of good games, man.
The Carolina and Buffalo may be a toss-up for me.
I had Carolina picked, but I'm changing it to Buffalo.
I mean, EJ played good, but can he do it 2 weeks in a row, being a rookie quarterback?
I can't believe I'm picking Buffalo.
I got a gut feeling Cam Newton's gonna bounce back. I'm just a bit. It's a toss-up.
A bit iffy.
As far as, for me, it's a toss-up.
And I'm taking Green Bay over Washington, and I'm taking San Diego over Philly, and I'm taking Kansas City over Dallas.
I'm going to call Green Bay versus Washington the first take game because Stephen A. is a big fan of Aaron Rodgers and Skip's a fan of RG3. So I'm calling that the first take game right there. So,
first take.
So, I mean, it was a good Sunday.
I'm taking Cincinnati over Pittsburgh.
Cincinnati over Pittsburgh.
Buddy. That's for next week.
Just plain to think about, and 5 minutes before the game starts. So
yeah, I know it's
so
beautiful. Good. And now, really quick in baseball, really quick. Chicago Cubs are beating the Cincinnati Reds 2-0 in the bottom of the third right now. Okay. I don't think Pittsburgh game has started yet. Nope, it has not started yet. It doesn't start till 5:05 Pacific time, 8:05 Eastern time. So Cincinnati needs to end up winning that game, and Pittsburgh needs to lose their game, and we'll keep the ball rolling with that. Because that's how I want it. Because I don't want Pittsburgh. I want Pittsburgh to end up in third place in that division and barely trickling into that wild card game. That one.
You want them to pull a New York Mets, just collapse in the second half of the season.
Yeah, well, they always do, Pittsburgh, don't they?
Well, they replaced the Mets at this point.
Well, yeah, Pittsburgh every year. Last year they were in first place for a certain amount of time, and then they fell apart after the All-Star break. This year they took them a little longer to fall apart after the All-Star break.
It took him a while.
It took them a little bit longer to get there, but they finally got there. And I thank you so much, Pittsburgh Pirates. You lost 4 games in a row. I need you to lose 3 more for me, kids. I know you can do it. I know you
What
could.
kind of fan are you? Say, let's look for them to lose 10 straight in a row. That's
the way I am, dude. I don't hold anything back. You know that. I tell it as I feel it and as I see it. If you don't like it, then don't listen. Right? I'm honest. At least I'm honest.
Yeah, I know, man.
Right? At least I'm honest. Busting my chops over here. Hey, that's the fastest hour of sports talk I know of on the internet. If you know of somebody else that does a fast hour of sports talk on the internet, let me know. But you won't because you can't find it. Because this is it. I hate to tell you that. This is Sports World Radio. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us today. We will be back tomorrow. I am the host, Jeff Escow. That is Kenny C. This was Sports World Radio. Remember, you only have one life to live. Live it long, live it strong, and live it proud. And please don't forget, life may suck, but the alternative is unacceptable. Peace out, everybody. We will see you tomorrow.
Hey, boy, Stimpy. We sure had fun today, didn't we? So long, kids. Come on, Stimpy, say goodbye.
Where are we going?
The show's over. See you next time.
Next time? When's that?
Pretty soon. Don't worry.
Pretty soon?